And last time we set up 7 steps to go through. And if we do right, by divine grace, we should be able to get things straight. And I like to say that we are just suffering from ignorance and disobedience. Because it's not normal for God to create the earth and give to human being dominion over the earth, over everything on the earth. Then men end up in debt on earth. Just listen to that, how contradictory that sounds like. The whole earth is given to me. How in the world I will end up owing anybody anything? It is where we need to get the problem correctly by defining very much well it's about system. So if we don't get that right, we are done. So last time I put right here says, understand the two kingdom principles. We have God kingdom that operate by his laws and principles. That's how God provide for his citizens. And then you have the kingdom of the devil, with selfish kingdom, where you can have someone have $200 billion and next door, people don't have food to eat and they still work for that person. It should be illegal. Number 2, understanding money and the financial system of your country. That is very important. Very much. Otherwise, you run into a lot of trouble. So a system is established. And then next one is, what is money? That is a definition that I think we have been clear enough. Let me repeat that again right here. Money is the quantification of value. So time, talent, health, character, divine provision, all of that give money. Like if I give you 8 hours, that's time. You are able to type, you have a talent to type or to do something, that's talent. And you are healthy to do the work. And then you have a character we can work with. And then plus divine provision. All of that will equal the wage that we can call money if you want to. And every part of it is very necessary. You have people have time, talent, health, but they just don't have the character to do the work. Just the will to work. It's horrible. Sometimes like that. Or just a low self-esteem or some other reason. So it's important that we see that when there's a lack of money, it's not about money is lacking. There's a violation of use of time, use of talent, a proper health, a character that's necessary. People get fired because of their behavior at work. And then divine provision, God provide everything. So you are not lacking any money. You are mismanaging time, talent, health, character, and divine provision. So anytime there's a lack of money, it's a sign of mismanagement coming from ignorance and negligence sometimes. Sometimes things can be beyond our reach. Sometimes things can be God's way. Now, this evening, I would like us to go beyond just financial reality. To define properly what is wealth, that we don't get stuck in money, because money is a human fabrication. And Adam and Eve was created, there was no money. They were living without problem. Anybody hear me? Adam and Eve created, put in Eden. God did not give them any money. And they were living without problem. That means we can live without money. But right in Eden, what is giving them? Time, talent, health, the character, and divine provision. You have a 4 river, you have the soil, you have the tree, you have everything. So we got to get the money thing right. Otherwise, you're going to always running after paper money. You will never find it. It's not there. It's carrying, it's an expression of another thing, of time, talent, health, character, divine provisions. So let's go back. So understand the financial system of your country. If you're in America, you know how things work. You're somewhere else, depends. Number 3, identify your gifts and refine them. This is where many of us, we are victim because of our education. You are gifted to be an engineer and your parents force you to be something else. You're going to be miserable for the rest of your life. Number 4, understand and describe clearly your financial problem. And I'm going to go over that a little bit because many of us, we do not understand our financial problem at all. Some of us, we don't need money. We need discipline. We need guidance. We might need a mentor just for 6 months or a year, and that's it. Somebody just to teach you how things works. Some of us, we don't have character issue in marriage. As husband and wife that spend time arguing will never be productive. Because when you are angry or offended, your reasoning is locked. You can't think right. So when people allow this thing constantly in the family, you can spend a whole year, 5 years, 10 years. You will realize you never sit down to build any project, nothing. So some families are poor because of dysfunction marriage life. Give them all the money you want. They will use it and find themselves in the same predicament. So the problem is not money. So it's important to clearly understand and describe, understand and describe clearly your financial problem. Some people, they don't have a discipline issue. They grow up where everything's available, so they never learn to budget anything. You have the money, use it. You don't have to use credit card. It's a habit. You have a lot of clothes, you don't need one, but you buy one anyway because they say buy one, get one free. You have to get it. So some of us, it's a discipline, it's a lack of budgeting, and it's a problem. So it's important that we get it correctly. Number 5, the pattern and mentorship and the stewardship. So you got to study pattern very much. So in the Bible, you have people that are very rich, like Job, like Christ himself. Christ is so rich that he didn't own anything. You see, Job, we see that in Job, the pattern of Job and Abraham, we've seen something that they develop multiple sources of income. You read the story of Job, he have different, servants that work for them, those who keep the sheep, those who keep the car, whatever. Same thing for Abraham. In the case of Joseph, it's about vision. See that? So we need pattern. Anyone can take the vision that God gave you, is about health, and build a whole health system based on that vision. Oh, then everything's gonna be all right. Or the end time. Look at the end time, how things gonna be, and you create something according to the vision of the end time. Vision is extremely important. So you need a pattern and you need a mentorship and then a stewardship. If you can have this thing, you're going to run really quick. Number 6, the principle, right? The principle of being fruitful, multiply, subdue, and dominate. Genesis chapter 1. These are principles God has given us. Anything you take, anything, even if you're going to sell peanuts, very random peanut, roast your peanut very well. Now, but you want to do it differently. You can roast the peanut with some simple herb that gives some kind of aroma, it smells better. And you do it in such a way that some people will boil the peanut with salty water, a lot of steam first, and they dry it, and then they roast it. And they don't roast it directly, they roast it with sand or other stuff. It comes out completely different than usual. And you can put your peanut now properly packaged, maybe in a glass container, and then nicely labeled, and maybe get connected to some hotels and place your peanut in at least 50 hotels. The same peanut, it just depends on how you process it and how you market it. Someone will take same peanut, just roast it directly, just burn in such a way and put it outside there. People don't want to buy it. The same peanut. So when you are fruitful, how to be so good and unique, then you multiply. So you make a peanut well done, tastes good, smell good. You know, if you are really roasting your peanut, you can add this kind of lavender or whatever else, any herb that give a very good like smell and all of that. Tastes good, proper salt, everything. You got a little touch to it. The very same peanut. Now you are productive. So how can you multiply this? You got to find a way how to increase the value of that thing so much. You're not going to sell your peanut in the street like everybody else. You get it to the higher places. Then before you know it, go to one hotel to 5, 10, 50, 100. You're going to be being millionaires selling peanuts. Let's say you have a cleaning business. Good. Clean so well that people will love you to clean their office or their house for them. Then train other people. So when you do that, you are fruitful. You fructify. You make something. God did not ask us to be seedful because to be seedful, you need creative power. We don't have that. He did that already. So you can clean so well. You are fruitful. Now multiply. Train other people and start looking for ways to have contract. You start employing people. Then make bigger. So you go from one office to many office to the whole city to country, even international. So you go from fructifying, multiplying, subduing, and dominate. These are strong laws. The number 7, the principle of multiple source of income. That is based on Genesis chapter 2, verse 10 to 14, the 4 rivers in Eden. So these are the simple foundation we need. In this evening, we're going to take some kind of practical example to see, okay? How do you really deal with it? So number 1 is understanding the kingdoms. So if you are in a financial issue, you got to check your life again. In which kingdom do you operate in? Which one? God one or the beast system? In God's kingdom, our talent are not for us. We manage that for God. You become very accountable for time, for talent, for health, for everything. And then you want to create a system after Eden. You want to follow a pattern that God has given. There, I look at some communities like Amish, like there's a lot of different kind of communities, have a lot of names for them, at least 10 of them. And they created a system where you don't have anybody that is poor, anybody that have too much, but everything is balanced properly. Normally, that's how it should be. Poverty is a creation. They created poverty. The devil need to create a way to control people. So you have to understand that quickly. Now, in God's system, we come with service. You delight to serve. So if you want to be great, you don't make a lot of money, what do? Don't look for the money. Go serve a lot of people. Give them high quality, godly service, selfless service. And they will reward you with a little token called money. Now, when you look at dominion, God gave us the whole earth to dominate. You realize that anything you do globally, anything, even if you're going to sell a peanut, you're going to sell peanut in the whole world, you will be filthy rich just selling peanut. If you have a cleaning service for the whole world, you're going to be rich. If you're selling food for the whole world, you'll be rich. You're teaching the whole world, you'll be rich, whatever it is. So, but it has to be selfless. This is the key. Your service must come out very differently, with different motive and different quality. You have to be 100% serving. And you're doing it for God's glory and for the blessing of humanity. You don't cheat on the quality. Yeah, you don't cheat on the quality and the quantity and the service, all of that. You protect your reputation because God's glory is involved, God's image is involved. So you take your talent, whatever you have now, in God's kingdom, you're going to use it selflessly. So number two, there are systems, there are financial systems depending on the country. If you have a project, a proven concept, it depends on the financial system of your country. You take that project to the bank can finance the project. If it's a proven concept. Many don't understand that. Many live in a country where they have a lot of facilities, they have a talent, they don't know how to have access to money. The problem is not the money. The problem is your service being proven to be trustworthy, that somebody can put his money into it. There are different kind of monetary system depending on your country. So when you start getting these things correctly, let's say you are, give me anything, a cook, for example, and then you don't have money, but you can do a lot of good cooking. Your first thing is to see what are the most demanded food according to the society. Next, how to reduce your risk. Then you got to try to cook food or things that will not perish quickly. And you got to calculate a lot of realities first to get things correctly. Then you write a project. Remember, it had to be a proven concept, something you have done, you can do it and it's working. So the best thing to do is do the thing on a small scale first. And then prove it that you can do this in a larger scale. I'm going to give you an example. There was a woman that single mother and lost her job. But she knows very well how to bake, like really bake some healthy cookies. And somebody encouraged her, what about you start just baking? Take any last money you have, buy some flowers, just bake. Trust me, she started from right there. And later on, it became a big company nationwide. Sometimes you need a problem to discover the things God placed in you. You need some problem to discover yourself. So from the little thing you already have, which is the talent, and then you bear fruit, then now you can approach the financial system to say, okay, I can do this, I know how to do it, and I can make it happen. That's one way. The other way is, remember the definition of money. You're not looking for the money, you're looking for service. Okay? The value you're going to offer. If there are places that you can make your cookie for, you can go and make a deal with them. Say, this is what I do, taste it if you like it. You make a deal, give me 50% first or 40%, whatever, and I will deliver the product to you next week. If we are faithful, God will even make our enemy favorable to us. This is so important. The next one is asking for help. You're in a financial system where you might not have access to the bank, you don't have a credit, stuff like that. If I'm a baker, I'm not going to ask you for money. You want to hear me? If I'm a baker, I want to bake and I need help, I need financial help, I would not ask for money. Absolutely not. You know what I'm going to ask? I'm going to ask people for a bag of a very healthy flour. And I'm going to explain to people that I'm going to use this to make things to sell. I'm going to be straight to the point. I will ask if I need oil, I will ask for 5 gallons of oil. Okay, 50 pounds of flour. You don't ask money. I guarantee you. People will easily give you flour. They will buy it, give it to you. They will buy oil, give it to you. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like that in a human nature. But it's hard for the same people to give you the same amount of money. So many, we don't know how to raise money. Don't ask for money, especially in a case like this. Ask for the things you need, even tools. People will give you. Because it gives people much reason. Because you're telling them, look, I want to make this to sell because I need to get out of my financial situation. Don't give me money. I'm capable of making it. People feel like, yes, I want to encourage you. I want to support you. But when you ask for money, people start questioning you. Where you have been for all of this time? What did you do? They start questioning everything. But if you want to make something like, okay, yes, you can do something, that's great. So raising money you gotta be very, very, very wise about that. It's easy for people to give you what you need than giving you cash like that. So you don't really need money. You need the service, high value service. And then you need partnership. And then that's a thing you gotta look into. If you don't think like that, you have a talent, you can bake, you can do a lot of stuff, and you say, I don't have money. You miss the point. There are a lot of people sitting with money that would love to partner with you if they know you know the service you can offer. You make them rich, they make you rich, both. That way, hard to be selfless. So it's important, very, very important that we understand money and its nature. So we focus much more on high quality value. High quality value. This is so crucial. Remember, we define money. Money is what? Quantification of value. So if you can raise like your value so much, then you're good. So you don't lack any money, my brother and my sister. I wish I could explain this very much well. I really wish. We do not lack money. We lack high value service. Selfless service is the only thing lacking. I promise you, no matter what you're lacking right now, if you know how to clean house properly, if you get some just few products, go door to door. I guarantee before the day ends, you'll be surprised how much you can make. Simple service. Start from there. That's why there's a thing we should be taught in school or home, and that's how the Jew function. They teach them quickly. What is business? Business means serving people. It had to be the first next. Okay, it had to be next to the education on God. The second thing should be service, entrepreneurship. So the very moment you have a high service, high quality service to offer, it's called money orrery. Anybody hear me? It's already money. It's like it's money by itself. Then it can be represented by the paper, a bill like a 100 bill or whatever bill, 1,000, whatever you have it. If you are a great cook right now, that talent, and you are very much good in the way you deliver your service and everything, character, God fearing, can be trusted. That is money. Now that talent can be catered to any hotel or any service, any restaurant that want to employ you. If you go that way, then you serve them. That service is the money, and then they give you what is represent in a literal cash or check, whatever. Am I making sense? I'm trying to get it. I don't know if I'm mixing so much word. So the money is just a representation of the high quality, high value, high quality service you have offered. So the paper is not money. It is your value, the service you have given, that is the money. But now it had to be represented, had to be quantified, put in a form. That form is in the bill or a check or something. The real money, it is the service. But that's my definition, okay? So when this is clear enough, then you realize that you didn't lack any money. You might lack the way to convert your high value service into a form that can be quantified, that we call paper or bill or whatever. So if you want to come out of poverty, look at your talent. How much do you refine them? How much your financial system or your country will be willing to convert your talent into something liquid money. You get my point? If you are a very experienced baker, you write a project you're going to bake, and you show them you're going to bake at this big school or university or whatever. You give them the location, everything. And you prove to them that you have tried a little bit and how it works. The bank will give you money. Why? Your service and all you have, that is the real money. They only have the way of converting it, the way of quantifying it. That's all. That's what you bring. The very moment you have that, you're good. So education should focus on that, on refining gifts, on training to have a high value services. Then you can create job, you can open business, you can do a whole lot of stuff. And that's what God says, your gift will make a room for you. Your gift, it will bring you before great men. not money, by itself. And if you get her money, if it's given to you without you have the understanding of money, you're going to waste it. But anyone that understands money, give them a little bit, that's it. Give them the next 10, 20 years, you can't believe what they're going to become. Proverbs 18, verse 16 read, a man's gift make room for him, and bring him before great men. Your gift will make a room for you in this world. So when we get things right, error law is very good. You understand your gift, you refine your gift, you describe your financial problem very well. Some people have like a number 3, you understand your gift, identify your gift and refine it. Number 4, the problem. Some of us, we are just discouraged. You have the health, the time, the talent, the everything. You're just tired of life. You just feel like you have failed so much. You don't feel like doing anything. So your problem is not money. Your problem is your mental and emotional state and spiritual state to be brought back to normal. You gotta become healthy mentally, physically, and emotionally first. So we have to describe the problem very, very much well. Some of us we are selfish. How? By loving our problem so much that we can't speak. And sometimes we are so selfish that we can't even pray. Pray and ask God. He will guide you, open doors before you. So let's take few practical examples. When you start developing their gift, you start little things. The next thing to do is you create multiple sources of income very quickly. So you start baking, and the bakery start bringing some money. Listen up, you're not buying a car. Get it? You're not buying new clothes. You wait. Wait until your money can start making babies. And your money will make another money that you don't need to work for. Then that become your second stream of income. And normally those should be built before marriage. Normally. For example, you have a young man, since 16, our young men need to become productive. Literally. Every summer, parents should encourage their children to work. And encourage them, if you make X amount of money, we'll give you another extra. Motivate them. Put that into them very quickly. That's how the Jews do it. They start way earlier than that. If you tell to your son that if this summer you make 2,000, I'll give you another 2,000. And then you help him to understand money and give him some pattern to follow. Let your child know that Warren Buffett or whoever started investing when he was 11. He will stop thinking just about sneakers like that if he's educated properly. So an example like that, a young man from 16, every summer is making some little extra stuff. And parent help complete a little bit and invest it every year. Let's say by 22, he graduated from college and he starts some little job. And the parent encourage him, don't go rent anywhere, stay home. We give you some old car, drive it. 5-year, 2 job. From 22 to 27. During the 5-year, I usually use the example of say, the second job, if you get only $2,500 a month for the second job, $2,500 a month, a year that's 30. If you invest $30,000 every year in any good stuff, they just choose things rightly, it depends. Don't jump in things that are going to cost you so much. So you got to be very educated about it. Some solid way that you can lose it. So that money being invested after 5 years, it will be producing money for the rest of your life. So it becomes a stream of income plus your job. You see that? So these two streams of income can lead to, after a few years, you might get something else that can bring some more money. Now, remember what we said. If you look at it from money perspective, it's going to be very hard. You got to look at it from a service perspective. Then you will be willing to serve more people. And that's how things change. It changed really, really quick. So we start early, it become much easier. You start investing very early. So you have a young man that have a job. The next 5 years, he's saving, create another job, another stream of income. You will realize quickly when you get married, if in the beginning she also working, that's another extra income. So you have the main job, the wife, and the investment. Both of you can sit and make and create another way. So the family should have at least 4 streams of income if you want to function right. Now, the same system can be converted in another way, in self-sufficiency system. You can choose to create a system where you don't need money, where you get your land, you build your house, like the system of Madison School. You get a land, you build something that you don't owe anybody anything, you grow your own food, you create your own factory, your own job right there. You have everything, same thing. So it's about system and creating self-sufficiency. So either way. So it's very crucial that we follow carefully this thing. But unfortunately, the way the society is educated is you are in the school, summertime you play instead of working. Then you get a loan for the school. The very moment you graduate, they give you car with discount for students. Then they say you have to own your own place. Get out of parent home, have your own place, your own privacy. You have now a car note, you have a rent to pay. You are done for the rest of your life. You're not going to make it. Why? You lack to build foundation. And a parent need to take time to explain to the children. Yes, we talk about going to heaven, but right now you need to eat every day. You gotta pay for a bill. Yeah, now until the day Jesus comes. So money need to be properly understood. It's not about money. It's about using properly God's image that is in you and produce fruits and multiply and subdue and dominate. All of that with God's image for God's glory. And that was the system God has given to Adventism. And that should be normally taught in our home. You see, the way the Jew educate their children from very young, to be entrepreneur, to do things. That's how God has given it to us. He gave an educational system to build it like that. We should be trained to create a job, not trained to look for a job. So someone will ask me right now, oh, so I'm 40 or 45, can't go back to my 20s. So what to do? Same thing. Check your talent again. I will say every day consecrate at least 3 hours on whatever you want to do, whatever is your gift. Every day you work on that. You can take a training, online training, whatever training, or in person, get something. Refine your gift. Then produce something, be fruitful. Then multiply the fruit. Then subdue the market. Then dominate. That's it. We are now, you're going to have a lot of job for people that do the landscape. Our young, strong, young boys should be having so much work, have all the tool they need, go cut people grass, cut the flower, do things. It should be part of their life. Or you can go learn, sell, learn something, or go even in a factory, learn things and develop and build. So if you're already in your 40s or 50, whatever you call it, same process. Refine it, get it, identify your gift, refine the gift. You're gonna walk according to God's kingdom, understand your financial system, and then start moving. The very moment you can go through being fruitful, multiply, subdue, and dominate. That in one sphere. Okay? Take whatever you can do. Fruitful, multiply, subdue, and dominate. So if you are cutting grass, start thinking about how can you, in the next 2, 3 years, you have a lot of people working for you. So if you to cut grass in one or two houses, gotta think about how can I have a lot of employees that one day we can be taking care of at least 100 houses there. It's just a matter of time you're gonna get there. So you're fruitful, you're cutting the grass. You multiply, hire one more people. You subdue, have more people, and now you dominate, become a company. You are a cook, do the same thing. Whatever you do, and much more as a medical mission, we have so much we can do. Very much. So now, when that one thing is working right, here is the kicker. Don't use the extra money you have. That is a secret. The extra money needed to create another stream of income. That is where you have the game changing principle. The money you get from your first stream of income is to create another one. And then you continue. You will see in the next few years, the set, everything is set. So it's important that you have a plan, detailed plan if you are in this condition. So plan number one, or part one of your plan is get your gift, refine your gift, start serving, start making something of it. Number two, create another stream of income from the extra you get from here, and another one, another one. Number three, start thinking about how to value time than money. That's where people create a company and hire other people to run the company. So they don't work anymore. Our problem is we are educated to work for people, get paid, and use the money to pay our bills. That is evil. Wow, that was strong though. Yes, but I mean that. It's an evil thing to stop there. It's needed, but don't get me wrong. You need your 9 to 5, but if you stop there, it becomes evil. Okay, so normally when we have the 9 to 5, when you finish your 5, so after the 9 to 5, you work on yourself. This is where a lot of people miss the point. So you work from 9 to 5, good. Now from 5 to 9, you got to find a time to work on yourself. That is what many of us on this line we have missed to do. So working on ourselves is what many of us we have missed to do. Learning how things really works. I'm going to give you an example. Yeah, very quickly. There was a couple, they developed a system and a plan. When they finish working, they start taking classes on finance and they learn all they can learn. So somebody taught them. So to buy a house, live in a house for a year or two, fix that house and sell it. And they apply that. They also learn some other ways to invest. They also learn how to create classes and trainings. So you know what they did? The couple sit down and plan that in 10 years, they're going to build multiple sources of income. They give themselves 10 years to build a multiple source of income and build complete system of financial freedom. And when they follow, by the year number 9, they have already fulfilled everything. They have their real estate company. They have their online classes. They publish book. They still have their job though, and they create a whole lot of other stuff. They invest in some low serial investment. By the year number 9, they didn't even reach 10 years. All they have planned to do was done. The difference between these people and you is they planned and you did not. You just work and pay bill and save some money. It's the best way to remain poor. Because money is losing value every day. And you should be increasing your value and creating more things. So it depends on your situation. But a simple principle is don't just focus to work, get paid, and pay bills. Focus on work, get paid, pay some bill, use the rest of the money to start thinking about creating another job. Not for yourself. Like the money need to create another way of production. Then increase your service. And that's it. There are a lot of sisters on this line that are very good in education. You give them your kid, in the next few years, they will transform this kid completely. That is a powerful gift. Do you know how many people will line up for you to help them with their kids? A whole lot. And they don't know you. And you don't make yourself known either. Then you stay with the gift, you're not using it. And over the years, you're like, life is hard. No, you make it hard. by not obeying what God said. Be fruitful, multiply, subdue, and dominate. If you start educating children and you develop that into a system, we become online classes and then put in different languages, in a few years, your little gift will go to thousands of people. Then whatever money you make from that, you use it, you invest in something else. And that money create a job. That money is working for you. Is the only thing we have missed. You might not have any special skill, fine. Your first year, you're going to have a second job. Especially for men, sorry, there's no negotiation on that. Young men must work 80 hours a week. Why? You don't have anybody give you any headache. You don't have any children, any spouse. Life is not yet where it should be. Then you put all your strength into working and let your work create another job. Let your money create money. And this everybody should do before you even get married. That's it. So it's not too late. And like I said, don't focus on money because it will stress you. Focus on service and high quality value service. And follow the principles. Then now I'm going to give the whole secret. The secret is if you can see the end, then you can enjoy the journey. That is the secret. What do I mean by that? If you have a plan that in the next 5 years or 10 years, you're going to have this level of quote unquote financial security, it's going to become a substance within you. That is the key. And that's what should be given to children before they even graduate from any school. That they have the road map. They know exactly where they are, where they are going. So even if cry will come in the next 2 years or 3 years, whatever year is, plan to that. Put it in a written form. The Bible says, write the vision down. So you might read it. So they will read it and read it every day. If you plan for the next 3, 4, 5 years to build first stream of income, you know what's going to happen to your brain? Your brain will start functioning like that. You know what's going to happen to you? You're not going to have distraction anymore. You're going to become very creative. You want to take seminars. You want to learn. You want to read books. Why? You have a plan, and that plan creates a substance in you. It's the only thing you are lacking. I promise you, it's the only thing you're lacking. A substance for long term. Let's say if you plant 1,000 coconut trees, and you know in the next 5 years they're going to be producing, do you know when you're going to start enjoying all of that? From the moment you plant the trees. Why? You have something substantial, it's real, it's functional. It's just a matter of time. When a woman get pregnant, why they're so happy? Because they know just 9 months. That's it. I'm going to make a whole human being. So you need to see the end from the beginning. Normally, everybody should be taught. Since your 20s, you should see your life in the next 20, 30, 40 years. Yes, you should be educated like that. The whole generation should be clear. You should see your life. I want this to be very clear. Yes, things can change along the way. Things can happen. But you ask God for wisdom, you do things His way, but you still need something substantial to work with. Because it will ignite something in you. If you don't plan anything, you are done. No matter how much money you make. You can be making six-figure every year. If you have no plan to let the money work for you, to create other stuff, you're going to be working until you're retired. But if you are taught properly how things work, how you can use money to create money, how to do stuff, and you focus on God way, like kingdom way, creating value, a lot of other things, you will be surprised how much this is possible. Christian, we do a whole lot of Bible study. In the same Bible is teaching about how to manage. And the first thing that was given to Adam to do is to manage. manage the garden, manage everything, and bring the best out of it. Cultivate means what? Bring the best out of something. That was given before sin. So God, people, to recap what I'm saying is, get your understanding about money correctly, understand God's kingdom properly, get your gift right, understand your problem, and clearly write your problem down. What's your financial issue? It might be character, might be marriage issue, might be personal, might be personality, might be whatever area, discouragement, whatever. Get the problem correctly. Then follow pattern. You have a pattern to follow. Have a mentorship and stewardship. Then create something beside whatever job you have. Be fruitful, multiply, subdue, and dominate. Then create multiple sources of income. It might take time sometimes. But the best part of it is the very moment you have that, you have a substance. And you know it's a matter of time. I know someone in 2000s. He chose to buy a car, very young man, and he asked a sister, what's the kind of quality of car you will encourage me to buy? The sister said, you have the money to buy a car? I said, yes. Sister said, do not even try to buy a car. They're like, what? Yeah. Don't buy any car. You don't need a car. You are single. You can still maneuver. Don't buy any car. Take that money and buy land. Buy what we call, do what is called land banking. What does that mean? You buy land in a suburb, 30 minutes or an hour away drive from big cities, very big cities, 1 hour away. And the sister explained to him, the land you're going to buy now, it can be cheap. It's fine. Give it 10 years, 20 years, you'll be surprised, it will be a fortune. Why? Population is growing, the land will be needed for housing, for everything. And he obeyed that. Took the money and buy land. The very moment he bought the land, he feel like he need to buy more land. He start working harder, buying more land. Oh, guess what? You'll be surprised. Later on, he convert all of this into create a whole big business. In the next 15 years, I think it was 15, 17 years, he sold all of this land and opened something really big. People can understand where you get the money from. It's about the vision, for the plan. It's about somebody to give you a pattern, somebody to mentor you. That's all we need. That's all. Especially when you are young, you have a lot of energy. You don't have too much trouble. You don't have too much bill to take care of. That's the best time to build. If you miss that, oof, it's not going to be easy, but you can still make it around. So God, people, I want you to know you are special. You have the image of God in you. You can do anything. You are capable. Just put your mind into anything right now. Whatever it is, you can learn it. Anything. Every day, put 2 to 3 hours. In the next 6 months, every day, 3 hours a day, that will be at least 21 hours. Well, that's what 18 hours a week on one subject. Whatever it is, cooking, it's any business, whatever. You're learning, studying, reading, and writing, whatever. Every day for 6 months, you're going to know that thing, right? Beside your job, though, beside your job, gotta be very clear about that. So it's important that we understand how things work. If you're in a couple, even better. Now both of you pray and ask God for wisdom of doing things. It's important. I know the sister when I was in the Bronx, she had a job. And you know what she did? She created babysitting business and hire other women to run it. After a few years, she created another one. She still keep her job though. Right here next to me, another woman is doing the same thing. I see her drive here in the morning, check everything. I have two other women managing the place for her, and she go to work. And then you can create more. Create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before you know it, you subdue the market of babysitting business in the whole borough. You see? Now, if we don't obey these laws and we spend time just praying and fasting, where are we going? In God's kingdom, say what? Seek for the kingdom and his righteousness, the right doing. So it's very crucial that God people, you get a plan correctly. Follow this 7 step right here. Trust me. They're very simple, but if you can really follow this stuff and you write a plan, 4 streams of income, you write everything very well. You start asking God for to guide you. Remember, your goal is to serve, to glorify God's name. So you're not looking for money. You want to render a higher service to a high number of people. At the same time, it carry God glory. You express the image of God as is within you. And write that things down. 4 stream of income. Start now. You will see from now to December how you're going to start thinking. Your thinking will change right away. Yes. Your thinking will change right away. You are medical, I'm sure you can make a pain salve. Let that pain salve go to at least 100 nursing home, at least, or 100 store, however you call it. Let people sell it for you. Whatever you do, you can. You can. So it's more than money. It's about expression of God's image, that image of creativity. You want to do it to bless humanity and to glorify God. And you will see how divine power and wisdom will back it up. We get it? Then you got to write a plan. It has to be written. It doesn't matter Jesus coming back tomorrow morning. Write a vision down. 4 streams of income. And it starts studying. Go on YouTube and listen how people create things. I know someone what you did is creating what? Having landroma. One from 1 to second, from second, third. After a few years, have a whole lot of landroma running. Some people just do vending machine. There's so much to do, so much. There is so much that can be done. Cleaning company, whatever. Start somewhere, do something. You want to cook. Whatever you want to do it. You want to coach, you want to help people with health. Whatever it is, education, family, there's so much service everywhere. May the Lord bless you and keep you, that you will want his image in you to be fully expressed, to glorify his name, and bless humanity. And the people will also appreciate your work. And that quality of work to thousands of people will be converted in something that can be quantified, called paper or paper bill or dollars or a check or whatever. So if we can do that, it will glorify God's name. It will bless people. It will bless our families also. All right? So please understand very well there's a difference between money and wealth. Steve Jobs have billions of dollars, many billions. He need a pancreas a homeless person have. He can't have it. So for him, how about his wealth? Just have a healthy pancreas. So billion mean nothing. Get it? Some people have a billion, but they have a dysfunctional marriage life. If you ask them what they need most, they say, I don't need any money. What do I need? I need a stable home, stable marriage life. Get that? So we gotta start converting things right into the God kingdom and wisdom understanding. So please don't beat on yourself so hard because you don't have paper money, you don't have a big account. No. Get back to the level of value. You are very expensive. You are amazing. You have in you the image of God, that power of creativity. You can do so more than you think. So go for it from tonight. Write down the vision, and God will guide you. Don't seek for money, seek for value. May the Lord bless you. Let's stop right here. Maybe the question might help me to go much more in detail. All right. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.